Welcome everyone to Nebo TV. My name is Nekme Obasoge, broadcasting live from Toronto, Canada. And today we're going to be discussing about stigmatization of African single ladies. Mm. So there's a question here that I posted. What are the expectations of a stereotypical African woman? So we live in a society whereby women are being stigmatized because some of them probably are not able to meet the expectation of a stereotypical African woman. So, Miss Binkbe is joining us today from Lagos, Nigeria, and she's a relationship specialist in Nigeria. She's going to be telling us about some of the stigma attached to single ladies in our society. Go ahead, Ms. Binkbe, and thank you for joining the program today. First of all, thank you.
You're welcome. Thank you. My name is Beshotunde, like she has earlier said. I'm a relationship therapist. Today, based on the question before me, I'm going to say that because African, the way the setting is something like every glory is given to men. Man, if you are a woman, a young lady, and you don't have a man in the house, there are so many ways they cheat on you. They see you as something that should not be honored. So because of this, it's pushed so many women into relationship, even without trying to pursue career, education, try to be responsible in the society. In fact, the stigmatization has gone to a level whereby a woman cannot stand in the society, that you want to do something, and if you don't have a man, whether imbecile, whether a fool man, if you don't have a man, that just figure man behind you, beside you, they're going to look down on you. You don't have a say in the society, most especially in African setting. Nigeria, where I am from, it's very, very bad, to an extent whereby even if you want to take an accommodation, there are so many landlords that they will tell you that if you don't have a husband, you can't take accommodation.
Really?
It's as bad
In
as
Nigeria?
that.
In Nigeria?
Yes, yes, it's as bad as.
Oh,
There are some landlords that they will tell you that if you are not married, they are not giving you their house. It's
oh,
the society has made it to look like if you don't have a man, you are nobody. You can't have a say. You can't talk in the society. Even my landlord where I'm living, he doesn't talk with me, he talks with my husband. Whenever my husband is not around, whereby you see him face to face, or I complain an issue, instead of him to relate to me that I'm in the house presently, he's not going to talk with me. He talks with my husband. Because if he felt she's just a woman,
yeah.
it's something that is so obvious. I traveled with a friend to South to go and bury the mother because their younger brother is not around. They are being told, they are being, in fact, so many insults. They refuse to accept the cup of that woman until they find a man that could stand for them before the elders could listen to them. It's as bad as that. So the stigmatization has made so many women to rush into marriage without thinking of their future. They jeopardize themselves of so many things. Especially if you are a single parent, it is even worse in Africa. They see you as if you have committed a crime that shouldn't be forgiven. I'm telling you the truth.
Miss Binker,
Because they just
I,
look
I
down
don't
on
want
you.
to interrupt you, but having children is even more better than those who are single without children. You know that in Africa, the first priority or expectation of a woman, of a stereotypical African woman, is to get married and have children. So if you are not able to have children and you are not married, Oh boy, oh boy. Having children is even more better than being single
Yes,
without children at
is a
all.
bit better.
In
Yes, they'll look
in
at the
Africa,
children to give you honor.
the children will give a little bit of honor to the woman, unlike those who don't even have the children at
In
all.
fact,
So
those
I'm
ones are
saying
worse.
yes, yes, they are
They
worse.
are worst because I have it's even bad. Even when you don't have children, you are right. Sincerely, you're right. Because there are some areas that they will overlook and say, yes, that's a child. Especially if you have a male child. Yes, you are
Mm,
highly honored
mm.
in African setting if you have a male child. But if you are the female type that you're just giving them female, oh my God, even if you have 1,000 female, you are as zero as
Like
nobody.
yes, body,
If you
yes.
have just one child that is a male, you are highly much honored
Than
than
mm,
those that have so much female children. They stigmatize women and they bring all the burden on the women. They see it as if it is their fault. Most of these things are not their fault. Some of it are created by the men. But because we women, we are in a society whereby you don't talk out, they see you to be rude. Even some women that they are married but they don't have children, they frustrate them more. But many of them don't even look at it that most of the causes are from the men. Is it not what you give to the man that the man reproduce, even if the woman has so many female children? If the woman don't have a child, do you think most of the time is all from the lady? No. But the society has seen our men as all in all, whereby the women are not respected. So this has made even young ladies, most of them not to think of future, not to think of their future, their ego, their children, that if this man disappoints me today, what am I going to fall back to? How am I going to help my children? So they just rush into marriage, they rush into relationship that is giving problem now. That is why you see one man having like 10 wives, having like 20 wives in Nigeria because everybody wants to hide under one covering called man.
mm.
So it has turned to
But
that in Africa's setting.
but
So the stigmatization has made the single mother, those that say they call themselves that single parenting or stuff like that, baby mama, to highly increase in Nigeria because everybody wants to have that respect. At least I can see someone that can help me to interpret. I can imagine if I don't have a husband, how will my landlord relate with me? That means he might not even give me the accommodation right from the outset
yes, no,
because I'm
yes,
the
no
one that will
respect.
call him at times to complain. He will not talk to me, he will talk to my husband. So this stigmatization is so high in Africa. It's so huge that it's so painful for many women. The single women that they don't respect them, single women that are in their 40s, I mean in their late 40s. If you are in the society and a young lady that maybe is in her early 20s, she's talking, people will listen and they will hear her and give her respect. Why they will shut the other woman that maybe she's in her mid 40s or late 40s. They will just shut her up that you don't have a say, you don't talk when
Mhm.
married, they're talking.
You know,
They make her feel inferior.
yes, exactly. It's something that is deeply rooted in the African setting, African society. Have you
Yeah,
experienced some instances whereby you will be speaking with somebody on the phone, will say, "Please, can you pass the phone to your husband there? Can you pass the phone?" It's like
I
what you
can
are saying is
imagine.
nothing. Yeah, pass the phone to your husband because you just want to talk to your husband because you are not enough, you are not capable of such discussion, something like that. So we are being denigrated by the society and stigmatized, and this thing is affecting many women psychologically.
So much
Psychologically,
that they cannot even vie for political posts.
really. If you are not married,
Yes,
you cannot vie for a
you
political
can.
position in
You
Nigeria.
can. You can't. How many have you seen? Right from the primaries, they would have removed you. Right from the primaries. So
No,
you just have to be under a man, whether you are number 20, you are number 100, you just have to have that man covering. You
no,
can't. I'm saying it in a
but
public place
in
whereby
theory,
anybody can come in
no,
and
no.
ask questions.
That is the practical. We are talking about the practical aspect of it. In theory, I think there's nothing saying that a single woman cannot
Yeah, the
vie for a
practical
position.
aspect of it. That's what is the practical that we are talking about. Let's look at now. They say they are passing the bill. They want more women in the house. We want to see what they will do to the women because women are really crying now. That what about the single ladies? You can't see any single person in the house. Whether he's number 100, he must be under a man's covering. I am not joking about that. It is right now that ladies are really, really crying out. The women want us to give us voice in the society. We are human, we are created like men. But in Africa's setting, you are just nobody if you don't have that covering.
Okay, as a family or relationship consultant. So, have you experienced any single lady coming to your office to complain about the stigma?
I've not really have
Mm.
anyone coming to my studio to complain because what most of them come to me to cry for is that I want to get married. I'm just
Oh,
tired of
and that's what we
repeatedness.
are
I want to
talking.
get
That's what we are talking
I
about
want
right
to
now.
do this. No, what I mean is that maybe somebody reporting to me of an
Mm,
abuse in the
no.
society. That's the reason why I said no.
Mm.
Maybe she's trying to do something and they cut her off that because you're a single woman. I would have called my colleagues and would have raised out something that would be able to speak for her. But coming to me, crying to me that look here, mama, I want to get married. I can't bear this anymore. I have a lot of women crying. Some of
You,
them will say their mistake was that when they wanted to get, when the men came